I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright.
Hello and welcome to another version of Xero Uncut. My name is Xero.
And I'm Bobby. What is up, wrestling world?
Yeah, it's some eventful times coming up. Obviously, today's show we are going to dedicate directly to WrestleMania, seeing as we're basically 2 weeks out from it. And 90% of the stuff's been dedicated. Most of the stuff has been arranged already. Before we do start off, though, I do need to give a shout out to Nate. It is. Bobby's left the stream. Hang on. There we go.
See,
Yeah,
that's what happens. That's what happens when we try
Yeah.
and talk to you, Nate.
Yes,
Nate
there we go. Yes. So,
Smythe. He just wanted a shout out. He wants to
Yep.
feel loved. So let's.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Didn't know that.
I didn't know that was the thing. Oh, wait. What was the other one? Oh, I think I remember it. But yes, Nate, that's for you, buddy. Let's see if it works again. Yes, it did.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. Shout out from
Okay, watch.
So,
Remember
Yeah.
that one.
yeah.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Wait for it to...
Okay.
Nate did that accidentally on their stream the other night, and he had no idea.
Yeah.
And he just did 2 thumbs down, and the other 2 guys were like, "Is it raining in your house?" Hoovy and Chet were like, "Hold on." They were like, "Is it raining in your house? What just happened?"
Fair enough. So yes. So there's. So here we go then. So yeah. So let's shout out to Nate then from the English.
Smart.
Well, from the English beans on toast eating guy. You know, we'll say that way. There we go. I'll only say that once. That view. So yes, as we're saying. So WrestleMania. So we might as well get straight into it. So there's been a few things dropped quite recently. First of all, I do want to say 2 weeks out from WrestleMania, it's been noted on Twitter that Sheamus has deleted his Twitter account. He's completely gone. All of his social medias are completely gone.
Wow, shame. God.
And as well, the other one that happened last night was Zelina Vega. She's completely deleted her socials as well. She's got no Twitter account or anything like that. Now, we don't know whether that's something similar, but there's been rumors going around that obviously Sheamus isn't renewing his contract, so we don't know whether it's obviously something kind of like similar to that as well. But yeah,
wow.
So it seems like that Sheamus could be gone, and that's why he's deleted his socials and that and everything like that. So that's come out. Now,
I mean,
yeah.
not to interrupt, but he would be like a perfect night after Mania, week after Mania return.
Yeah, would be, yeah, if anything, yeah. Now, obviously, most of the news that's come down the past like couple of hours or whatever, Bobby hasn't seen, so he's coming into this blind. Now, WrestleVotes put down this, I'll start this off. Yesterday, WrestleVotes confirmed one of our previous reports, which I put out a couple of weeks back, to say that for WrestleMania, there's going to be a 6-woman tag. This is basically all confirmed now. That's going to be Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca versus Damage Control. So that means
Jade's debuting Friday. Well, not debuting.
Yeah, Jade's debuting Friday, and they're meant to be setting it up on Friday. So that's when it's meant to be set is on Friday, basically. So it's going to be a 6-woman tag basically between them. That does mean the women's tag team championships will not be being defended at WrestleMania. Basically. I will also say as well now, Pro Wrestling Scoops, obviously who we work with, he's dropped a bit of information. I don't know whether he's actually made it public, but he's told me. So if he hasn't made this public and if he's listened to this, I do apologize. But his sources have turned around and said to him, and I've double checked as well, and I've also been told, and this has quite shocked me, apparently neither Liv nor Nia will actually be on the WrestleMania card. That surprised me because I thought they might have had that match like what we were discussing. But yeah, apparently neither of them are going to be on the WrestleMania card this year, it seems.
I thought they would add Liv. I thought they would give her something.
Yeah. going back to Wrestle Votes as well, he also dropped this morning something on there where he turned around and said, everything is done on purpose. 2 weeks out from WrestleMania.
Oh, I saw this.
Did you? Oh, yeah. So,
Well,
so
this was yesterday, but...
So it was the backdrops of these WrestleMania trucks last night would have sufficed. So, basically, on the trucks, then they've got Drew McIntyre, Charlotte Flair on it as well. So, the Charlotte return, that's the question. Logan Paul, and then on the other truck, it's got Jey Uso and Seth Rollins on it. So that's obviously come down from there. So, I mean, is that some little spoilers then? So maybe does Jey Seth or something like that really, or Jimmy Seth or something really? That could be the because I can't tell what twin that is. I think it's Jey. Looks like Jey on the truck. If
you give me a picture, I could probably tell you. But I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah,
I'm going to night 2 of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
If Austin and Cena are involved, oh my God, is that place going to explode?
Well, hold on, right. You're talking about that. This is going to be my next bit of news. Are we ready for this one? Right. So I'll go into this in a minute. So PW Insider have said John Cena, Undertaker, and Steve Austin will have a part to play at the event at WrestleMania. They haven't confirmed what part they'll play. This also adds on from the previous reports that Ron Simmons, Kane, Jimmy Hart, Michelle McCool, and JBL will also be an appearance.
Okay.
And they've also dropped this morning as well that now an additional 4 names have also now been added and will be involved heavily in WrestleMania, and that's Jerry Lawler. So I'm guessing he's going to be commentary.
Yeah, same thing with JBL.
Yeah, Medusa, which is obviously Alundra Blaze. She's going to be involved somehow. Cowboy Bob Orton. Now that's an interesting one because, of course, that's Randy's dad. So Cowboy Bob Orton's going to be involved. Yeah, wow. Cowboy Bob, and Rikishi is going to be involved as well.
Okay, basically. That one.
So maybe Rikishi's in for Jimmy versus Jay.
Yeah, he could be the special guest ref because we don't have one of those because Punk's not going to be the special guest ref.
No. So those names have all come down, but they have confirmed that at WrestleMania. Then, like I said, that Taker, Cena, and Steve Austin will all be involved in it in some capacity. I mean, we were discussing this the other week. It could have been even last week, where even if they do like a WrestleMania 30 thing again, where obviously they just have the 3 legends come out. So obviously you have Steve Austin. Steve Austin maybe comes out and opens it up or whatever with the glass shatter. And then you have Cena's music, and then you have Taker's music, basically, like to do that.
That would be awesome.
Like an opening like that,
But I also
you want to see him night 2.
I want to see him night 2.
Yeah, I think though the only problem is I don't know whether they'll be able to do night 2 because I don't think Cena can because he's confirmed himself that apparently he's only free on night 1.
But
could he be trolling people? Could he be trolling people? Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So
what? How could he possibly be available only night 1?
Don't know. Unless they're going to bring him in for the tag match, they might bring him in for that tag match, mightn't they?
What tag?
Because the tag match on night 1 with Rock, Roman, stuff like that. Because this goes back to the teaser from Monday. Obviously, when Rock was destroying Cody. Right behind him was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Right behind him was a production truck with Stone Cold and John Cena. That's the Rock's 2 biggest rivals.
Oh yeah,
so does Cody bring them in for night 1? Cody uses that to try and then get his 1-on-1 match with Roman on night 2.
I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think I'm biased when I say this, but I think
you want it night 2.
Well, here's the thing. I think Rock Roman are winning night 1.
That's for
sure. Yeah, you got to have something for Cody Roman. You can't.
I think it's the other way around.
You can't just do a generic 1-on-1. Make it a street fight. Make it a no holds barred. Make it a bloodline rules match. Whatever. I think. Mm-hmm. But then you can have Seth interfere. You can have Uso interfere. KO, Sammy.
Yeah. I personally think we're doing it a different way round because what my personal thoughts are is that well, it's not my personal thoughts as well. I've actually been told that whoever wins night 1 is losing night 2.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. If Austin and Cena come out and help Cody, I'm not even gonna mind if Cody wins the belt.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But no, yeah,
but you gotta have Brock involved somehow, night 2.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, but no, yeah. So that's what I've been told is that whoever wins night 1 is losing night 2. Now, bearing in mind.
Well, I mean, I think Seth's losing both nights, regardless.
Yeah,
but you have to have Rock and Roman win to set that up, because it's like, are we really just gonna have a generic one-on-one match again, or
yeah? But obviously, the thing is, though, is obviously they've made it quite clear that it's when Rock said it. Obviously, his thing of who was going to be banned from ringside. If you notice, he listed everyone who was there. So he said Jimmy, Solo. So he said obviously the ones who should be banned from ringside is just Bloodline members. So that'd be Jimmy, Solo.
I mean, yeah, you could bring them out too. There's no debating that. But you gotta spice this Roman Cody thing up a little.
No, but personally, what I think, and this is just a little murmur as well that I've heard as well, is everyone's going to think that if it's just Roman versus Cody 1-on-1, obviously if it's Roman Cody, if it's Roman Cody 1-on-1 night 2, then the way that would be seen then is Cody stands a much better chance because there's no interference.
Yeah.
So obviously, so that then makes it look like he's winning, that he's going to win. Now, people obviously then would then be, so that means now no Bloodline, Roman's definitely losing, blah, 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 and that, right? What people then wouldn't expect is then you either say, because don't forget, they've made it say Bloodline members are banned from ringside. So you either then have Jay turn on Cody, and Jay turns on Cody basically because he's technically not Bloodline at the moment. So then maybe Jay's been playing them after the brothers match, which would be night 1, and that Jimmy versus Jay, which is more than likely going to be night 1. Maybe Jay turns back up with them secretly, and that after his match with his brother. So then Jay basically then takes out Cody on behalf of Roman, and that, or you have Seth obviously turn on Cody, which people are expecting.
Yeah.
Now, which nobody's expecting, and one which somebody actually pointed out was, did you see on Raw this week? Did you watch all of Raw? In the end?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right. When they done the interview with The Rock backstage after he had obviously came out and interfered.
With what's her name? Yeah.
Jackie Red. Yeah, right.
Yeah, when he said ask Cody.
Yeah. Did you notice in the background what was going on?
In the background.
Yeah.
Wait, was that when Drew and Paul were talking? No.
Yeah. Drew.
That was
Paul,
the same segment?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah. I believe it was the same segment, yeah. But yeah, so Drew was talking to Paul Heyman. So now everyone expects either Seth or Jade to turn on Cody. What if it's Drew? What if maybe Drew has an agreement with Paul Heyman that Drew McIntyre comes out and join that main event on night 2 and comes out? Because the rules are for that match is nobody from the Bloodline's allowed at ringside for it.
Here's what else you can do.
For it.
I think, and this is to save Seth a little.
Yeah.
You can have Seth cost Cody.
Yeah.
Cody takes the pin night 1. Then you have Seth lose night 2.
Yeah.
And then everything goes wild in the main event.
Yeah.
Because Seth's losing that belt one way or another.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I just think the smart play here is to have Rock and Roman win night 1.
Yeah.
And you can do a lot on night 2.
With the tribal rules thing, you mean?
Yeah, bloodline rules, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do.
There is, yeah. Granted, that's that's fine, yeah. But no,
because if Cody and Seth win night 1, it's just like
yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, cool. Cool. The Jacob Fatu and whatever come in, but it's like,
yeah,
it's like, man, we could have made this an all-out war.
Yeah, I mean they could do that and that. But yeah, like I said, it's just something that obviously that I've been hearing and stuff. And like I said, I've been told to expect a twist and that. It's not going to be as straightforward as people think. So this is what's making me believe as well, is that it's going to be, you know, they're going to make it seem like that Cody stands a much better chance by having his one-on-one match with Roman. And that, and then obviously then you're then going to then have, you know, people are going to be, oh yeah, you know, no member of Bloodline's allowed at ringside, that means Cody's definitely winning and stuff, you know, the fans think that, and then you have a shocking turn where, like I said, you either have Jay turn on Cody, because of course they're meant to be like friends and stuff like that at the moment, and then of course that you've then got the possibility of Drew, like I said, because Drew's a full out heel, so what's to say that, you know, that Drew doesn't come out and obviously take out you know, Drew doesn't come out and take out Cody and that on behalf of the Bloodline as part of an agreement. So maybe, like, I don't know, that Paul's promised him something, or I don't know, or there's been some kind of agreement made up, or whatever, basically, with them and stuff.
I don't know.
You know,
I don't know. I don't. If they're gonna do Austin Cena, I don't think they do that on night one.
No, they're gonna do night 2. You think?
I mean, wouldn't you save it for like the main event, like the actual main event?
The only thing is, though, is obviously the reason what I'm thinking behind it is they're going to want talking points from both nights, and that.
Yeah, but I mean,
because I've also found out as well that opening WrestleMania on night 1 is Becky Rhea, so Becky Rhea will open night 1. Basically, that's
cool. I'd be for that.
So yeah, so that's how it's going to be opening. So it's going to be one of the women's title matches. Then it's going to be opening night 1. Yes. So obviously, like I said, they're going to want talking points. I mean, yeah, obviously you're going to have the title changes and stuff like that, but they're going to, where it's obviously WrestleMania 40, you know, there's going to be big moments, and this is what's making me think it's going to be similar to sort of 30. I know that was only obviously one night at a time.
Yeah.
I think they're going to end up having, where they say open, I think the actual opening is going to be a legend or a couple of legends, you know, where maybe you have that segment again where, you know, maybe Stone Cold comes out and welcomes everyone to WrestleMania, and then you have Cena come out and everything to a massive pop, and then have Taker's music hit and everything like that, and, you know, maybe Taker choke slams them both or something like that, or I don't know, or, you know, something like that.
There's a lot we can do.
There's a lot they can do in that. And like I said, with other legends there as well, I mean, yeah, if they've obviously got all these other ones coming on in, Cowboy Bob Orton, like I said, that's an interesting one. I don't know why he would be there for, unless they're obviously just doing like something that maybe that the WrestleMania stores or whatever they are, or I don't know.
Yeah, that could be. I'll be there next Friday, WWE World.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, so there is possibilities there. But yeah, like I said, it's just really weird that they're you know, they've got all this sort of stuff like, you know, all these legends and that coming on in, and apparently there's still, over the next week or two as well, a lot more is going to be confirmed for it. You know, yeah, which is going to be quite interesting. One of the other ones as well, I do believe Nate probably mentioned this on the stream, or somebody, or I mentioned it to somebody. I don't know if we mentioned it on their stream or whether he obviously just knows it because he asked me in the group chat. But yeah, it is, what's his bloody name? I mentioned it to him. That artist who's performing. Hold on.
Oh, Meek Mill.
No, Lil Wayne.
Oh,
Lil Wayne as well. Yeah, Lil Wayne.
Wow.
Yeah, this is an exclusive. I was told not to drop it until now, but I've been sat on this for about 3 weeks. Lil Wayne is meant to be performing Jey Uso's theme, so he's meant to be.
That's sick.
Yeah, he's meant to be he's at the moment, that's the plan. I mean, it could change obviously depending on things, but Lil Wayne basically is meant to be performing Jey Uso out to the ring. Now, quite interestingly, yesterday, Lil Wayne actually dropped a teaser video for a new song that's dropping on the 5th of April, which is obviously
the day
Friday
before.
the day before.
The Friday before.
Now, it's very wrestling-esque because there's actually, in the video that he's dropped, there's a wrestling ring in the actual video.
Oh,
and
boy.
How they show it as well is it's got like what looks like a title on it. And stuff like that. So yeah, so Lil Wayne is meant to be performing. Like I said, I found out about it on. Hang on, I can't remember when it was. Hang on. Let me try and see if I can scroll back up my messages. Yeah, I can't find it now, but yeah, I've been starting now for a couple of weeks, but yeah, so he will. Yeah, here we go. So March the 14th, I got told. Yeah, so it says Lil Wayne will wrap Jey Uso out to the ring when he comes out, basically at WrestleMania. That'll be night 1. So obviously, so he's dropping that thing then on the Friday. Whatever the song is on the Friday, he'll be dropping. Then on the Saturday, he'll be at WrestleMania wrapping Jey Uso out. Apparently,
That's
so. Yeah, and that's part of Jey Uso's big entrance. Jimmy's not getting the big entrance, but Jey is.
Oh yeah,
So
of course. I mean,
there's something there. Yeah, there's also a unique entrance planned for Naomi as well. I'm told it's going to be very futuristic. Don't know what that means. That's all I've been told is that one there. Yeah, so it's a lot of WrestleMania news. It's obviously like come down and
we're 10 days out.
Yeah, 10 days out. That's why it's all coming out now. You know. So
this is wild.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and obviously you'll be there in a couple of days and stuff like that. Basically, won't it? You know.
I'll be there the Friday before, and
you're actually going on the Friday before, then, are you? Because you debate or whatever, wasn't it?
I'm not going to SmackDown or anything, but I'm going to. I'm going what?
You're not doing the Hall of Fame then or anything as well?
No. I'm not going. I'm only going to be there for like 5 hours. Like
yeah. Oh,
I'm going. What?
Yeah. So yeah. Wrestling blog as well, which is normally pretty good. It's just been dropped now. This is quite interesting. It's going on to what we've just obviously what we were just discussing really. He's put out before WrestleMania. It's been discussed and now seems to be happening. The possibility of Seth Rollins turning heel the second he drops the world heavyweight championship. So Seth's turning heel. So that's gonna be how Cody's gonna lose. That is.
But save that till night 2. Save it till night 2. Have Cody take the pin night 1. I know. Yeah. Well, you can't take the pin twice, but have Seth take the pin night 1. Whatever.
Yeah.
Have him lose the belt. He goes insane.
Yeah.
That's when you have all these people coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah. So it's going to be yeah, so that's what it looks like. Is it? It's going to be a it's going to be Seth turning heel on Cody, and that's how Cody's going to lose the that's how Cody's going to lose the match is via Seth. By the looks of it, maybe like I said, maybe we have Seth, Cody, maybe we have Seth, Drew, and Jay all turn on Cody. So he's nobody basically.
Well, I mean, Drew. Well, I mean, you can't really have Drew turn on him. Drew's already turned on him,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So maybe not Drew then, but it's just quite interesting that they've done that in the background and they made it purposely seen. If you look closely enough, you can actually see Drew talking to Paul Heyman backstage. Now, the question is, why would they show that on TV? Because as they always say, everything is done for a reason. For it, and that they wouldn't just have that little segment back. They wouldn't purposely. They would make sure that Paul Heyman wasn't in sight if he was just going to stand around talking to Drew McIntyre, and that especially behind such a major segment like that. So yeah, so everything is done in WWE for a reason. And with Drew talking to Paul, that means that something is going down between them, basically. So something's either been agreed there, or or something's going to go down with that one. Maybe. I mean, you never know. Maybe it could be the complete opposite way around, and maybe Drew's asking Paul Heyman for some bloodline support for his match against Seth.
Hey, you never know.
So maybe Jimmy or Solo shows up during the Seth match. You never know, to maybe like distract Seth or whatnot. So I was going to try and do that one. Or like maybe you have The Rock or Roman literally walk out during the match beforehand. Obviously, no, they'll be backstage for getting ready because that'll be co-main event, won't it? So I mean, but unless they open night 2 with Drew versus Seth, that could work out. Drew versus Seth opens, Rock shows up maybe on the ramp or whatever to distract Seth. Drew wins the title, and then Drew helps the bloodline back in main event night 2. You could do that one, couldn't you? Like I said, it's something's going to go down because WWE do not do things without reason. They wouldn't have had that there without a valid reason behind it. So yeah, so that's that.
Do you know when they are going to announce on what day is what? Obviously, we know some of them.
That's probably going to be, I expect, the actual week of Mania. And that's normally when they do it, because I think the previous years what they've done is they've actually they've dropped it on the Raw, either the Raw or the actual day before. They might even.
I think that they did it on the Thursday before last year.
Might have been, yeah, where they dropped it down with it, yeah. So they might do that, and then obviously then they don't have Michael Cole like officially say it on commentary on the SmackDown on the. Well, it won't be Michael Cole anymore on the SmackDown on the thingy, so it'll be Corey Graves this year. We'll obviously then say it on SmackDown on the Friday, but yeah, I mean that's going to be quite interesting for that one. So it's gonna be quite an interesting WrestleMania this year. Like I said, I'm quite looking forward to obviously night one main event because it's The Rock back in the ring for the very first time in God knows how many years actually wrestling.
He hasn't wrestled a legit match.
10 years or something now, is it?
2013.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so what's that? 10 years?
That was 11 years. That was the match against Cena. That was the second match against Cena.
Yeah. So that's
I don't count that 2016 against Eric Rowan. That was 3 seconds.
That was like, yeah.
Don't give me that.
Yeah. Well, we say he's probably going to do that. Personally, what I reckon is that he's more than likely going to Roman's going to work 90% of the match. I can sense that now. They're going to do it. I reckon throughout that match, they're going to do it that Roman and Cody are the most in the ring, so they can then go into night 2 with those two completely like battered, and they'll play sort of like an injury angle or something like that for night 2 as well. I reckon. For it, where like maybe one of them will get injured night 1, or some of that really. So, or some of that, or like what you said, if it is bloodline rules, then they'll leave the injury angle till night 2, and then they do it that way. So
you could. I just think you got to have Rock Roman win night 1. I'm sticking with that.
Yeah.
Because if you make it bloodline rules, that opens the door for everybody and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you can then literally have as many interferences as possible. You can then have you could literally then have like Cody covered in blood at the end of the match or something like that, or like they completely destroy him again, like what Rock did and that, and so yeah. I also do want to say as well to the stupid idiots online who's been arguing with me.
That's me.
They want you this time for once.
I always argue with them.
But no, it was. Obviously, that segment with The Rock and Cody on Raw this week. As soon as that happened, loads of people were like, "Oh my god, this guarantees that Cody's definitely winning." How does that guarantee that Cody's definitely winning? We're 2 weeks out from WrestleMania. That means fuck all. Excuse my language, but
I had to miss it live, and I knew Uso Nakamura was the main event. I'm like, whatever, it's whatever this main event. But then I see a tweet. It's like, oh my god, The Rock beat up Cody. I'm like, what? Yeah. So I had to go home and watch it, and I'm watching.
Well, you asked me, didn't you? You asked me. You were like, did The Rock beat up Cody?
I was like, is this real?
Yeah.
And I was like, because I was so thrown off. And then I went home and watched. And when they go outside, and it's pouring rain, I was like, wow.
Did you see the? Have you seen the uncensored version of it online?
No, but I saw a minute-long version of The Rock just saying, "Come on, boy."
No. There was let
me read
in the arena. Obviously, they played the uncensored version, and there's a bit where they beeped it out, obviously on Fox, and we also had it over here beeped out on TNT. But Rock literally looks directly at the camera as he's got Cody held up, obviously in this bloody mess, and he literally turns around and he goes, "This is what happens when you fuck with the final boss." And that.
Can you send me that? Do you have it?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'll find it.
Yeah. I have one. It says the closing segment of Monday Night Raw, but it's just The Rock saying, "Look at you /him/this."
Yeah.
So because the whole time when he's beating him up, he's like, "Look at you, look at him!" Yeah. Like, it's just Rock going crazy.
Yeah, but no, yeah.
When his music hit Monday,
yeah,
I was like, I was like, this has got to be a fake out.
No, but
But
no.
then,
So it kind of got leaked out anyway that Rock was going to be there because
I didn't
so
see that at all.
yeah, no, I knew about it anyway as well because I had obviously been told as well previously. But what it was as well was there was actually a leak sent out the actual day before. WWE asked for because originally the segment was going to be they changed the segment around a little bit because I think this is why they changed it as well is because it got leaked online. It was WWE contacted a car rental place like over the couple of days beforehand, and they actually had an instruction. It was an email that came down, and it was actually an instruction which turned around and said they wanted a black pickup truck basically for the show for a couple of hours. And the instruction that was sent over to the actual car rental place was, and this email is, Mr. Dwayne Johnson will come out and pick up the pickup truck from you at X a certain
This
time.
certain time, yeah.
He will then be driving it, and he will then it will then be on rent them for a couple of hours, which Mr. Johnson will drive it into the actual studio and that. So they were going to do that bit, I expect, where they probably had him like show up either on the ring, either on the stage, basically in the pickup truck and come out that way, or have him backstage, basically just rock up in the pickup truck for it. But yeah, it seems that either somebody from WE Production leaked it, or the actual garage leaked it out, the actual email, and yeah, so that got leaked out, and I do then believe then the segment may have got changed from it, but yeah, that got sent around as well. It was literally all over the place on, I believe it was actually Monday, just before the show, it got leaked out and stuff. So yeah, but it'd been out apparently all day, so WWE obviously probably had plenty of time to change it around. Yeah, so it's quite interesting. But yeah, that's that's what's been like all the news and spoilers and stuff like that. So we might as well get into actual WrestleMania and stuff. We'll go through the card. I think we've already done it. We might as well do that way. I've got it all here. So let's start. Obviously, the matches that we've got confirmed then for the actual.
We'll do and let's refrain from predictions until next week.
Yes. So obviously, then so the WrestleMania card then, as of now, obviously I will add in obviously the extra ones as well, which obviously we know about. But
yeah, we could add the extra ones.
Yeah.
We could add it next week.
So night one confirmed. Obviously, night one confirmed is the Bloodline versus Frickin' Nightmare, which is obviously Cody and Seth. With obviously the stipulation of it, if Rhodes and Rollins wins, all member of the Bloodline will be barred from ringside during the Universal Championship match on night 2. However, if Rock and Roman wins, the championship match on night 2 will be held under Bloodline rules, which basically means anything goes. There is no rules, basically. Confirmed for night 2 is Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. That's for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then Roman versus Cody, which obviously the match type is yet to be determined. That'll be determined on night 1.
Yeah.
Now, the ones which have not yet been confirmed onto it. Now, this is quite interesting as well, is look at this. It's obviously turned around and said there's going to be 7 matches each night. Now, so far, we've only got 7, 8, 9, 10 confirmed. So there's still another 4 to go, I would say.
Well, I mean, okay, so
3 technically.
What do you mean 3 technically?
Okay, because obviously that women's one, which I've already mentioned.
Okay, so we're women's tag will be 11. Cross Lashley will be 12.
Yeah.
What is after that?
I can't think of anything else. We mentioned it last week. I can't remember. We had it last week. We had it last time on the show.
If it's no Nia Liv, AJ and LA Knight are on there, right?
Yeah, AJ and LA Knight are on there. Yeah,
they count.
It'll probably be thrown together, sort of like that.
Maybe the tag team showcase or whatever.
Yeah, but then they're doing a 6-pack ladder match, aren't they?
True, yeah.
The only other way which I can see it possibly happening is it's a late minute edition one. And actually, no, I'll come up with this one. I'll come up with that when we discuss that match in a minute, actually, because I've got a little niggling feeling about something what might end up happening. So I'll bring that one up in a minute. Right. So yeah. So some matches that have not been confirmed yet for what's going on. For what night they're going on is obviously we've got Io Sky versus Bailey for the women's championship. Then we've got Rhea versus Becky. Now, obviously, it's come down now that they're opening night one, so that'll be opening. That'll actually be opening WrestleMania, and that's for the Women's World Championship. We've then got Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. I'll skip over the tag match because, like I said, I've got something to cover on that one, I think. We've then got LA Knight versus AJ Styles in a singles match, Jimmy versus Jay in a singles match, and then Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. Now, if that spoiler that WrestleVotes obviously put out, it says it, that means that Logan Paul's retaining. Looking at it, that's what it says.
He's full time now, so
yeah. So I mean, yeah. So if he's so Logan Paul could be retaining, that could be the shocker. That could be a shocker to like do night one or whatever for that one. Now, this is what I'm thinking about the ladder match. Obviously, this is a 6-pack tag team ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, which we've got Judgment Day, DIY, Awesome Truth, New Day, and then versus the SmackDown tournament winners. Hang on, that's still weird because you've got Judgment Day, DIY,
there's still
New Day. That's 4. There's still 2 to go.
The 2 get determined tomorrow. Friday.
Yeah.
It's
okay. Yeah.
It's Street Profits versus Theory and Waller.
Right.
And LWO versus Garza and Korea.
Probably, I don't know.
Let me look that up. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Lineup. What's this Friday's date?
That's a very good question. I have no idea.
3/29. Okay. I think, which in my opinion, if those are the matches, I know it's Street Profits versus Theory and Waller for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's New Catch Republic versus Legado del Fantasma, which is Angel and Humberto.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, I'm gonna assume that the AOP costs the Profits and Theory and Waller win.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna say, I'll say New Catch Republic gets in. They're pushing them a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are the final 2 spots. No Hardy Boys, no Dudley Boys, no Edge or Christian.
No, well, definitely won't be Edge and bloody Christian.
None of that. I'm looking at the WWE superstars. I'm trying to figure out what people on the roster don't have a match yet.
No.
Oh wait, you could do Andrade versus Dom.
Actually, yeah, this is going to actually no. I think this is another one that's coming on in because actually that could be one of the other matches. Sorry, there's a rumor going around of Dom versus Ray, hair versus mask.
They set it up Friday. How did we not?
Yeah.
It's definitely Dom versus Ray, and then Andrade versus Ricochet, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. So that'd be your 2 matches. That's your 4. Yeah, that's your 4 matches. So yes, that's what it's going to be.
6-woman tag.
Yeah.
Andrade versus Ricochet.
Yeah.
Ray versus Dom.
Yeah.
Cross versus Lashley. There you go.
Yeah. So yes, that's your extra 4 then. Yeah. So obviously they're just going to be like little matches and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's how it's obviously going to be. Then is that one there?
How did we forget what Ray did? What Dom did?
Yes. Dom's going to look really good bold, isn't he? So yeah, for that one, yeah. So anyway, so going back to the tag team thing. So this was another theory which I had, but obviously I think we've worked out and that's what it is. Is maybe they obviously don't have the 2 teams pull the belts down like they have each and now do it that way. Now at the minute, the match is still meant to be for the undisputed tag team championships. So what's to say that they don't maybe put a throwaway match on? Because at the minute, there's not even anything for the pre-shows either. So
they didn't do anything for the pre-shows the last 2 years.
Yeah, but they're meant to be now going forward. That came down as well. PW Insider said they want to make it more sort of like the olden days pre-shows where you have a match and stuff out on it, and they want to make it sort of like more sort of sports based. What is it over there? Is it was it Sports Center or something like that, or
Sports Center, it's called, yeah.
Yeah, something like they want to make it sort of like more like that. Now, so like for example, I think what if they obviously did do like what I'm bringing up is maybe you have like Awesome Truth and maybe I don't know DIY or whatever pull the belts down at the same time, so they take one belt each. You know, obviously then Truth or whatever plays his normal thing and he believes that he's champion and stuff, and you know, and then obviously DIY believe that they're champion.
Yeah.
And on night 2, they have a match between the two of them to then determine the actual winners of it. And then maybe in a night 2 or whatever, they then can do something where, you know, neither of them win again, and you know, basically.
Nah, I think just like
So,
you gotta have Pierce and Aldis come in and be like, well, you're the SmackDown tag champs, you're the Raw tag champs.
yeah, you know, they split it up like, so that's why I'm thinking like you have, well, actually, no, because I don't know how that would work, because if say it's Awesome Truth and DIY as an example, they're both on the same brand.
That's not hard to do. Well, I mean,
unless some of them go over to SmackDown on the Friday or whatever.
Yeah, send 2 of them to SmackDown.
Either DIY or Awesome Truth or whatever. If it's obviously those ones, I do believe Awesome Truth's going to get a win or whatever.
One way or another.
Truth needs that WrestleMania win this year. Somebody brought it up. He's never actually had a WrestleMania win in his entire career.
Oh, he's earned it for sure.
So so Truth's definitely earned it there. So he's
what he did a few weeks ago cracked me up, and it's like and knowing R-Truth and me being a wrestling fan, I just don't know how I didn't see it coming.
Which bit you want about?
When they were like, "We're Judgment Day is like, where's Truth and Miz?" And they were like, "Oh, Truth and Miz are doing media."
Yeah.
And I should have realized, like, obviously that was a lie. And Truth just walks in, and I'm like, of course.
Yeah, Truth. Yeah.
Truth, why aren't you doing media? That's on Monday, dog.
It is Monday.
Today is Monday. Oh, my bad.
My bad. She's not figuring it just my bad.
I don't know how I didn't think of, like, once they said Truth and Miz are on media, I don't know how I didn't think, like, Truth's probably not doing media.
Truth's going to be there, yeah. Truth's going to be there, yeah.
Like, as soon as Truth walked in, I'm like, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so that's cool. One other thing that I think we should bring up as well then is, and I want to hear your predictions on this. Obviously, it's not match predictions like what we said for next week. Yeah, so I've been told the Raw after Mania will be when all the call-ups come up. Okay. So that week after Mania. So the Raw and the SmackDown after Mania will be when all the call-ups come up. Now, who do you think is coming up?
I mean, Breaker's already technically up, right?
Yeah, Breaker's already technically up, yeah.
It's got to be Hayes.
Yeah.
I think you can keep Trick down there a little longer because he could be NXT champion for sure.
Yeah.
Woman-wise, Roxanne Perez.
Probably Roxanne, maybe Cora.
She's got the torn ACL.
Oh, yeah, she hasn't. So she's out again. Won't be Nikita because she's out again as well.
Yeah,
so,
I would say Roxanne and Carmelo.
There is something going on though, obviously, because wasn't it on NXT when Natalia opened Lola Vice's open challenge, and maybe they have someone like Lola Vice come up, obviously after she's been facing main roster talent or whatever.
Or if they really want to just push this guy to the moon. Now, I don't know what the possibility of this is. I'm just throwing it out there. Obafemi.
Yeah, I mean, because they could do that thing again, couldn't they? Where they could have the North American Championship defended on Raw or SmackDown, couldn't they? Like when they had Dom. Obviously, I know Dom was on it and stuff.
Not even that. I'm saying you have the North American title switch hands at Stand and Deliver because it's Dijak, Oba, and who's the third guy?
I remember who the third one was.
They announced it last night. I got this one.
All right, okay.
Don't beat me to the punch. I want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Stand and Deliver 2024. Matches. Oh, we can predict that next week too. Dragon versus D'Angelo. Trick versus. Oh,
I've
Josh
seen it.
Briggs.
Seen it,
Josh
yeah.
Briggs.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So you could have Dijak beat Josh Briggs and then just
Yeah,
call up Obafemi. I'm not saying
Dijak
it will happen.
No, Dijak needs something. Now he's been down there. He's never won, obviously, a championship, has he? I don't think. Or, no, he has. No, he has. He's won the NXT one, hasn't he? Off Keith Lee, wasn't it, or something like that? So
No.
is that one? No.
No.
No, he didn't know. He didn't, did he? No.
He
Yes.
lost.
So Dijak deserves something, basically.
You know, you could. And I mean, I'm not saying it will happen. I think Josh Briggs is there to take the pin.
Yeah.
Regardless, because Dijak beat Spears last night.
Yeah. So,
which is kind of wild if you think about it.
Yeah. So, but no, yeah, it could be that, couldn't it? Basically, you know.
And by the way, props to Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and I will give him his flowers where credit is due. CM Punk.
Yeah.
That promo was hilarious.
I like. Yeah, I like Drew's kilt comment.
Drew sitting cross-legged. Don't shoot up my kilt, you perv.
Yeah.
And then Seth Rollins just going, do you know what I think, Punk? Do you want to know what I think, Punk? And Punk just goes, nope.
No,
it's like, okay, that's good. And then him name-dropping Vince McMahon without name-dropping Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was good. See, listen, I'm not a Punk guy. Y'all know I'm not a Punk guy.
No.
Credit where credit is due. He was good.
Yeah.
Where he got down, where he just dropped to the mat and counted 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And he popped up, and I'm like, okay, that was funny. And he goes, nah, I couldn't be ref. I couldn't be impartial to these two. What he said. And I was like, okay. Punk was good.
Yeah. Yeah. He was.
And Punk curses, and Drew goes, PG, brother. PG.
Yeah. PG, brother. PG. Yeah.
And then I think Rollins was about to talk, and they just started chanting CM Punk, and CM Punk was like, just let it happen, brother. Just let it happen.
Yeah. They were in Chicago, weren't they? They absolutely happened, did it? So, yeah.
He was like, just let it happen, brother.
Yeah, but as what you said, obviously The Rock showing up during that first segment as well on Monday, that was obviously unexpected for many, but, you know, yeah, it was sort of done that way. So, like what you said, when his music hit, you were like, no, it's a troll. But no, it wasn't.
I really thought it was. Dude, so here's the thing. You know what I immediately thought back to?
What?
WrestleMania 38. Wait.
Yeah.
No, yes, 38. 38.
Yeah.
I think it was the Go Home show, or maybe two weeks before WrestleMania. Stone Cold's music hit.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, Stone Cold's on Raw. And then Owens comes out, and it's like,
yeah. I was gonna say, on Raw, they missed a trick on Raw. They should have had Drew come out to Punk's music. They should have whacked out Cult Personality. The crowd go wild, obviously, while they're in Chicago. They should have had that, and then Drew, then Drew walks out to Cult Personality. They should have done that, and then of course, then Drew's down in the ring, then cutting like a massive hill promo, and then Punk's music hits basically. Or Drew picks up the mic, about to speak, and then would have done that way. That they missed the trick there. They should have done that. So rather than saying, you know, CM Punk's coming out now and or whatever, and they have Punk start that segment off. Like I said, what they should have done was they should have had, or no, they turn around and say, please welcome CM Punk. And obviously then the crowd goes wild thinking it's Punk with his music in, and Drew just walks out first of all. And that's what they should have done. That would have been the ultimate heel move. And that, especially in Chicago as well. That would have that would have been those boos would have been unreal.
And that was another line Drew said. He's like, well, Punk was like, why don't you get in the ring? And he goes, you're from Chicago. Knowing you, I'll get in the ring and you'll have a weapon.
Yeah.
And doesn't Punk just get on the ground and lay down like,
yeah.
That's Drew is, and it's so crazy. And this is no slight to Drew or anything, but the fact that he's the second best thing going right now.
Yeah, that says a lot. Yeah.
And again, Drew is great. Don't get me wrong, but heel rock, it's been.
Yeah.
Oh,
heel rock has been amazing at the moment, and
It's like
I mean,
it's incredible. Again, Drew's doing nothing wrong.
yeah, no, yeah, definitely not. No.
Did you see what Drew went to Mindy's Bakery too?
Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah, I seen that one. I was like,
I
yes,
thought he was gonna. I
yes,
thought he was gonna come out in a shirt with Mindy's Bakery on. I really thought he was.
yeah,
Like I went
yeah,
to one of your favorite places.
yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, talk about that actually. Somebody brought this one up. You know, obviously, Punk to man said, I've never worn another guy's name on my shirt to like
To
get
sell
myself
merch. Yeah,
over.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That
sell
was a good
merch and
line
that,
too.
yeah, and
That
yeah,
was a good line.
yeah. Well, somebody brought this one up, right? Punk's merch. Some of Punk's original merch was "I'm a Paul Heyman guy." So he
Oh,
has had another
interesting.
person's name on his shirt to get it to like sell merch and stuff, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, yeah. So he's had that. So yeah, so Paul Heyman. So he has had Paul Heyman merch on before. So yeah, you know. So Punk technically, Punk basically bullshitted there a little bit, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still a good segment. Yeah.
Yeah, was you? So yeah, well, we might as well start wrapping up. I mean, it's 51 minutes, so we're
On to
we're
other news.
all right, okay. On to other news then. Yeah,
The big one
so
for the day.
yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Right, I'll advance warn people. In about 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time, we might not be seeing Bobby on the stream anymore.
Oh, not
Now,
even that. I was going to announce something else, but go for it.
Okay, so because Bobby is meeting, it's what is it? Mandy Rose, Sting, and who's the other one? You said
Mariah May.
Yeah, and Mariah May. So I personally believe that Bobby's going to be getting arrested for inappropriately touching one of them, or all three of them,
Or just Sting.
or just Sting. You know, something like that. Basically, yeah. So if we don't see Bobby in a couple of weeks, that is the reason why. Is because he's been arrested for inappropriately touching people. But yeah. That was my actual little bit of news there. So now Bobby's one then. So over to Bobby then for this one then.
Oh, I'm looking at who they just added Undertaker to WWE World.
That's what it is then.
Yeah. So I mean, I've met him. So
yeah.
But yeah. But the real news of the week, folks. Where are we here? Let me pull it up. AEW Double or Nothing has been announced.
Oh, bloody hell. I thought it was going to be big news.
Sunday, May 26th.
Oh, right. Okay.
Double or Nothing commences from Las Vegas, Nevada, with AEW Collision airing on Saturday, May 25th, and Dynamite airing on May 22nd, I believe.
Yeah.
I think. TNT's AEW. That's after the fact. Yeah. So AEW is returning to Las Vegas, Nevada for AEW Double or Nothing.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, that's not really big news. You know, that's sort of like
that's monumental news.
That's mediocre news. That's even less like it's even less news from. I don't know, really. That's so far down the card. I can't even bloody that's so less news and stuff. But one interesting thing actually, I will bring up about AEW: still no TV deal. Still no TV deal. Everywhere else has been declared for TV deals, and of course, all the schedules are being declared as well for the new TV season as well. By the looks of it already, and yet there's still no news on AEW. So.
Yeah.
Are they literally going to leave it to the last minute, or have they been canned? Have they been canned on TNT?
I don't know how.
So
I don't know how Warner Brothers could can them. Warner Brothers has literally nothing going on right now.
This is the thing. Technically, they could do because, and I've mentioned this one beforehand, is the WWE TV contracts.
Yeah.
Basically, this applies even for outside the United States. Is Nick Khan secretly a couple of years ago added into the WWE TV rights deals that no other wrestling can be on the same network as them, basically.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
So if the networks decide to sign them, if the networks decide to put them on their channels and no other wrestling can be on the same networks as them, basically.
Yeah, but I mean,
period.
But I mean, Netflix has Raw, USA has SmackDown, CW has
Yeah.
NXT. So what?
Over here, we have it on TNT Sports.
Oh well, we don't care about what goes on in England.
And many other countries have it on TNT Sports as well.
Those events aren't canon.
They are.
What goes on in England is not canon to what
It's
goes
not just
on here.
England. It's not just England. There's a couple of other
Yeah,
places on
again,
TNT Sports.
We don't care about those other places.
You know, and technically it is an American company, and technically it's still the same rights deals and stuff like that.
Those events aren't canon.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, so that's so it could be that. I mean, they could have been canned. They might, but I don't know.
No.
Yeah. But,
Well, I'll read you a funny tweet from yesterday, and it's from I think it's let me find the tweet. I sent it yesterday. Okay, so this is from a Twitter account called Triple H's Thoughts. So
yeah.
It said yesterday, there's a lot of heat on Punk for referencing Vince McMahon, saying dipshits, and telling Drew he wears a skirt. From what I'm being told, the majority of the heat is a result of mentioning Jim Cornette's podcast. That was easily the most inexcusable part. Dave Meltzer, Wrestling Observer newsletter.
Yeah.
And somebody said, "What's sad about this is that's exactly what he's going to say."
It probably will be, yeah, So,
and I guess we should mention it just to get to the hour. We mentioned this on Wrestle Buddy, but the rumor is that Tony Khan is very, very, very upset with one Jungle Boy Jack Perry because he believes that Jungle Boy Jack Perry cost him and AEW CM Punk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though CM Punk got fired by Tony Khan. Tony Khan said he feared for his life. He might have forgotten that. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's very possible. Like, he tweeted out last night. He goes, "Oh, the rankings are back, folks." And they were like, "Did you forget again that they were back?" Because he hasn't done it. Like, he brought him back in January.
Yeah.
And now it's the end of March.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
And people were like, "Did you forget already what you did?"
Yeah.
But yes, stacked show next week. We'll be predicting WrestleMania.
Yep.
We'll be predicting Stand and Deliver.
Yep.
It's gonna be wild. We are 10 days out from WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty interesting times, I would say. Isn't it? So yeah. It's gonna be
I can't wait, man. I get to see The Rock live and in person for the first time ever. I get to see Drew McIntyre finally win the big one in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
I'll be cheering. I don't care. What else? The surprises galore. Who knows who's coming out of backstage?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, like I said, there's going to be a lot more. I think there's going to be a lot more legends announced for WrestleMania 40 because this year, if you think about it, is the first year where there's no McMahon in charge of WrestleMania, and it's a big number. It's the 41, so they're gonna go all out this year under TKO, basically, So
technically, Vince was still around last year.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, I mean, so you got that one. I mean, because didn't they just like pass it off and stuff like right at the last sort of because the day after they announced the sell or whatever.
Yeah, it was like a day or two after. Yeah. I think it might have been the day after.
Yeah. So so I mean, so like I said, there's going to be a lot more sort of legends and stuff like that coming out soon and stuff like that, really, and. I reckon they might not even pre-announce them. We might not even find out because they could literally just be backstage, and we could literally just get things.
I'd be cool with that.
Because music will just hit.
I'm good with it. I'm always good with a nice surprise.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
always good with a mess.
Yeah. So yeah, but no, so so like we said, we've got a so we've got a stack show next week, and we'll be
Yes, sir.
going through everything as per Bobby's sign. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. That's to Xero News, Bobby's Breakdowns, Wrestle Buddy, and also the Two Heads podcast as well. I keep forgetting to shout them out, and I really need to because they are one of our sponsors. So yeah, we've got sponsors. Yeah, so yeah, I'll discuss that with you off air.
Couldn't tell you. I haven't seen any of the Do Re Mi.
Yeah, no, I'll discuss that with you off air. So we will. So thank you for tuning in this week.
See you next week for WrestleMania 40 predictions.
Yeah,
it's
gonna be a stack show, and maybe some other bits and pieces. Obviously, if there's news and stuff like that come down, but yeah, we will see what we can do.
We'll see what happens, but it's mainly going to be WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver, and maybe we'll talk a lot of AEW.
No, we won't. No, not at all. No,
I lied. Come on.
AEW news will be cancelled next week. Yeah, we won't be doing that next week. Yeah, even Bobby lied about AEW once, so that's fine. Yeah. So thank you for tuning in again. Like I said, this is Xero signing out for the week,
and I'm Bobby. We will see y'all next week.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.